It's Monday morning, bright and early, and if you get the joy of getting to live next to your construction, then this is what you'll see a lot of. A lot of trucks, saws blaring. Well, hopefully that's what you'll get to hear, because if you don't, that means they're not working on your house. But like I said in last week's video, this is a big week, so they're out here Monday morning early putting natural gas in and getting some things kind of fixed up. Still on Monday, around munch time, or lunchtime. I don't know if I said munch. Look at you. I see you, Gabby. Oh, children. So I guess natural gas people are out doing lunch or something, and they went ahead and got some things installed. So I will show you, I'm looking around here, what they got going. And remember what I said last week, we have natural gas at our water heater, at a spigot on the outside. Yeah, baby. Here, hang on, let me pause this. Let me go help my daughter get up. All right, come on. Give daddy your hand. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job. We did it. All right, so remember what I was saying. We have it at a spigot on the outside. We have it at our cooktop over here at the kitchen. And we have it for our water heater. And what was the last one? Spigot, cooktop, water heater, fireplace. Duh. Okay. So we ran into a predicament where, and this will be something that there's 1,000 things you'll learn, but basically the insulation, the code for the insulation in our county is that, or in our city, not the county. The county is like whatever goes. In the city there's like a spray insulation that has to go on the exterior of the walls, basically. All right. So the natural gas guy was not wanting to have to deal basically with you can deal with it, but it's just more inconvenient. It's nicer if they can go ahead and get the pipes installed and then insulation goes in versus having to cut out a bunch of insulation that you just sprayed in. You don't want to have to do that, right? So it's best to go ahead and get everything installed on the front end and then get insulation in. So we kind of they got him out. He helped me get out here a little bit sooner to get the natural gas pipes on the exterior walls installed ahead of time. And then they can go in later, I guess, and they'll finish it up. That's my assumption. But so here's what the natural gas pipe looks like. They went ahead, like I said, and got it all on the exterior walls. And it looks like right here is the spigot to go outside. And then it's all piped up. Yeah, it's all piped up. And then this looks like probably the water heater. And then there's I guess that is the main pipe where I guess it'll come into the house. Not really, that's probably where it'll come into the house. And then it goes over, and they've got pipe right here. Look at that ladder, I know, and I'm back. So, anyway, you can see the pipe goes to right here for now, and it will eventually, my guess is they'll bring it over and they'll come down, and it'll probably come in the back of the fireplace. See, that's why it's hung over, because this fireplace is going to be flush with this wall. So it'll probably come over, and then it'll come straight down, and it'll go right into the fireplace in the back is my guess. And then for this line, I don't know what they're going to do to get to the cooktop, but here's that line. It goes right here, and it goes to there. And I guess either they will go over all these rafters, they'll go up really high so they can get, I know this camera shot is horrible, What, baby? You got your boots? Oh, you got a couple of rocks in your boots. Get it all cleaned out, baby. So they'll probably go up really high, and I guess come over the top here, and then come down, and they'll be at the cooktop. But I don't know if they'll go all the way over, or if they'll just go around. So anyway, that is Monday, and it's probably going to look a lot different when insulation gets blown in, but we'll see. So anyway, I'll update you as things happen. And I didn't even mention that the fireplace is cut out this morning. So, because we've been talking about it with our builder or with our contractor, and just know that whatever fireplace you pick out, you will have to send the dimensions of the fireplace to your contractor so they know exactly how much of a cutout they need to have. So here it is. Boom. So you can see this is going to be 2 big windows, fireplace. TV is going to be up there. It's going to be beautiful right here in the living room, and Gabby, of course, loves it. But and you also have to tell your contractor if you want your fireplace to be flush with the wall, or if you're going to have I guess it's a hearth, a little thing that comes out at the bottom. We're not going to have a hearth. And if I'm saying the wrong word, I'm sorry. I think it's a hearth. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But if you have a fireplace that's gonna stick out versus a flush one that's gonna have a hearth at the bottom, or we're not gonna have a hearth or a mantle. All we're gonna have is just the fireplace with the trim around the edge. So that's all we're gonna have. And kids, you know how it goes if you have kids. Hey, Gabby, baby. So here's a view of what they've done with the insulation. You can see I put that picture in there. All around the outside of the house except for the garage. Let me see if they did. Yeah, and they did the upstairs, it looks like. Let me check. Upstairs. Yep, upstairs is done as well. Man, it's crazy. Completely insulated. Awesome, awesome. Man, it's like thick up here too. But anyway, so that's a big day. We got a lot done. Got natural gas in and insulation, so we're definitely pleased with all the progress that was made today. And yeah, it looks like natural gas made it all the way down. They went all the way above the vault, which is great. They went all the way above the vault, did a little 90 action there, came down, and all the way down to the cooktop. Well, it's Saturday, and it's like somebody turned the temperature down outside because it's dropped like 20 to 30 degrees in a day or two. But so let me show you the last thing that happened this week. They have gotten a few things delivered so they can get started on it next week, which is really awesome. They brought all this stuff out. I don't really know what this is. I guess I should probably read the label. All-purpose joint compound. And they have a ton of drywall delivered. And they got, this is a little area from inside the garage that's kind of under the stairs. It's going to be for storage of, you know, Christmas stuff or whatever. But it's pretty good size storage. They have all the stuff that they brought to get the drywall started. Joint tape and all that good stuff. And then in the house, just a ton of drywall, just a ton, all over the place, that they'll be using for, I guess, Tuesday or Wednesday is when they said that it would come in. So really exciting. And these windows were also delivered. Awesome news. And they're out here in the garage, and I'll show them to you. They're right here, which is awesome. So what's up, baby? What'd you find? Oh, hold on. Big car coming. Oh. But anyway, so that's everything that's happened this week. The drywall is supposed to be in next week on Tuesday or Wednesday, one of the 2 days. So, that's everything as far as I'm aware. I didn't really notice anything else. They did a couple of things for us, like this. So these lights were over here originally, like right in the middle of this beam, which would have put them like where the people would sit at the island, which we didn't want. We wanted them in the center, which is, you can see the marks here. They ended up marking it, and then they hung it up right in the center above the island. So that way, if we have lights hanging down or something, it'll be there. So they fixed that this week as well, and then they fixed this as well. The light to make the lighting a little bit more centered to the room. I think I might have mentioned this last time in a video, but the reason they spaced them out evenly, so if you're building a home and you want your lights to look aesthetically like centered to the room, if your room isn't perfectly centered, they won't put your lights centered. They'll space them out evenly across the room, which they're not even perfect right now, but they're way better as far as like looking up at them. They're a little more centered to the windows. However, the reason they space them out evenly is to make the lighting even across your room, and they claim because whenever you put drywall up there, it'll look more normal. But I asked them to go ahead and move them. That way, like when you take a picture of this, it's going to look centered to the windows. Because if you look here, it's centered to this window, this beam. This one is to this beam. This one's almost to the edge. And this one is almost to the edge as well. Not quite. And then on the other side, they fixed it. They did the same thing on this side as well. So there's a lot of little things like that go into this. But, so, yeah. But we're excited. We're thinking about putting up some either regular soffit under the porch, so having regular soffit, or doing like natural wood up in the ceiling of the back and front porch, but it just boils down to more money. So we'll see what the difference is in pricing. We may do it, may not sure. But anyway, so that's this week's update, and next week's another big week. We've got a ton done this week. Natural gas came in, insulation is done basically. We had the inspection done as well on Wednesday, and so a lot was done. And my child has just crawled through this opening and is walking into that closet. What a rascal. Like I said, next week's a big week. Drywall's going in. And we'll see how this house looks with drywall. I forgot to mention, I don't even think I showed y'all. Look at all the insulation. This is inside the garage. So they didn't spray foam the... Yeah, they didn't actually... Sorry, close up of Zach's face. They didn't insulate with the spray foam in the garage, but they did do the regular insulation in the garage. We had a storm come through that blew that down. But yeah, so the rest of the house did get insulated with... I think it's called Flash and Bat, I think. So the Flash, I think, is the spray, and the Bat may be this, or I may be just completely an idiot. But don't take that as money in the bank or anything. But all the exterior is insulated. Then what they do is and you can see exterior walls, anything that touches the exterior, they put in that insulation. As you can see up here, right? All up in there, all up in there. Everywhere. Right? Now, what they will do is... Here. Good job. So, anyway, but what they will do later is they will come in, once all this is drywalled and we're getting a smooth finish on the roof, on the ceiling, they'll come in and they'll blow in insulation in the above the ceiling, so it'll be nice and insulated on the ceiling part. That way they don't do the whole ceiling. They just blow it in above where the drywall goes in as far as the ceiling goes. But anyway, yeah, I forgot I didn't even show y'all. It's been just scooting so quick with everything, but that's all. That is everything that happened. I showed you even the insulation. So anyway, we got a big week, like I said, and we're going to be getting that drywall put in. It's going to be exciting. So I'll see you on the next week's video. Week 17's coming up.